everyone, hello, Roberto here for another video review. It's the new McVitie's Tartlets raspberry flavour. Crunchy biscuit with a delicious centre, it says. Delicious raspberry centre. Yeah, it's another thing I noticed, not in the video itself, but on the, maybe in Stash Watch, I'm not sure. But basically, why does it not say with a delicious raspberry flavoured centre or something like that there? I know it tells you there that it's raspberry flavoured, but it seems odd that it doesn't include the description there. So yeah, interesting, you know, just to make it a bit more, I don't know, on point, I guess, already. Strange, but anyway, there we go. With the chocolate equivalent, there is a chocolate one. I've reviewed these already. I've already opened them, so I'm going to have to be careful to kind of show you. It's going to be, well, can't even show you these. Is it worth me even trying? I don't know. We'll see if we can. That's good. But yes, there's milk chocolate ones here, or chocolate ones at least. It says chocolate flavour. Although I think they do contain milk chocolate. I'm sure it said they did. It does say milk chocolate, so there we go. So I assume it does have milk chocolate in it. But there we are. But these are the raspberry ones. They definitely look a lot more pink, that's for sure, don't they? I quite like that. I like the way they've just gone all out with it, and they do definitely. You can tell what they are. You know what I mean? They're definitely pink. Let's put it that way. But I like it. I like that. Interesting. Yes, it did other flavours. You know, just really went to town. You have a blackcurrant flavour or something where it's purple. Have a blueberry flavour where it's blue. Have a banana one where it's yellow. You know, it'd be really good, that, wouldn't it? You know, just strawberry one where it's red. You know, just go all out on it. Why just settle for two flavours? Well, I know why they do. It's money, but you know what I mean. Just wouldn't that be good if you just had a massive range of these, all the colours of the rainbow? It'd look really nice, wouldn't it? Orange one for orange, etc. Apple for green, yeah. Oh, I mean, well, the world's their oyster. I just hope they don't do oyster flavour, but I don't know what colour that would be, but there we are. Not a pleasant colour. Not a pleasant taste in my opinion either. Oyster flavoured biscuits, what do you reckon about that? You know, let me know. Alright, but what's the description? Well, first of all, other than the fact it's very pink, I mean, it looks very nice. You can see it says each biscuit contains 35 calories, so 2% of your daily intake that. Presuming 2,000 roughly. I think that's really for ladies, but obviously it's best to err on the side of caution that, so not assume, you know, perhaps aim for 2,000 even if you're a man as well. It says a wheatmeal biscuit with a creamy centre layer and a raspberry flavour topping. Alright, so there we go. So raspberry flavour topping 17%. Then we've got further down, raspberry flavour cream 14%. So you got the raspberry flavour yoghurt topping. It says actually 17%. Interesting. Interesting. That very interesting. Got palm oil in as well. And just getting nuts and sesame seeds. So an interesting one. That ingredients obviously a lot more in there. I don't think there's any other percentage there. I couldn't the chocolate ones anyway. I couldn't find another one, and I don't think I can see one here. So yeah, so equals 31% now. So I think in the chocolate one, the two layers added up to 30%. So that's very interesting. Why is there an extra 1% around? Don't know why that is. So look at the chocolate one here. Let's see what it says. So milk chocolate. So it actually says milk chocolate 16% and cream filling 14%. So it's interesting in this one. I guess the cream layer is actually raspberry flavour as well, which it says, you know, which is interesting. So raspberry flavour yoghurt topping and then raspberry flavour cream. So the cream's actually raspberry flavoured as well. So that's quite interesting. So it's, you know, in the milk chocolate one, basically, it's only the topper that was chocolate and the cream was just cream. So this one, you got like a raspberry flavoured yoghurt topper and raspberry flavoured cream underneath. So it's really gone all out on the raspberry. So this one might be very interesting. This one, we'll see. Chocolate one, you know, wasn't too bad, but was neither one thing or another. This one might be pretty much all raspberry, pretty much, and just delivered in two different ways. So I'm optimistic. So per 100 grams, 493 calories, 24.7 grams of fat, 15.8 of which are saturates. And per biscuit, 35 calories, 1.8 grams of fat, 1.1 of which are saturates. How does that compare to the chocolate ones? See if we can see, roughly. Chocolate ones have 1 more calorie, but the fat is the same, I think. 1.8, 0.1 gram less saturated fat in the chocolate one. So interesting that. So one more calorie, but 0.1 less the saturated fats. So interesting. 0.1 gram. Alright, so there we go. So a 100 gram pack there. So that's the calories for the whole pack there, basically 493. So typical number of biscuits per pack, 14. Yeah, so interesting that. Interesting. So yeah, so just to elaborate on that then, for the entire pack basically, it's 493 calories, 24.7 grams of fat, 15.8 of which are saturates. So if you can compare that with the milk chocolate ones, basically 7 more calories for the chocolate ones, 0.4 grams of fat more, about 1.8 grams less of saturated fat. So interesting. Alright, well, I don't think there's much more to say, so let's just move ourselves down, give them an open. Let's do it. Let's give them an open. Right, okay, we're going to give these new McVitie's Tartlets, raspberry flavour, or McVitie's raspberry flavour tartlets, however you want to say, an open. Very excited for these ones. Crunchy biscuit with a delicious centre. So let's give them open. So tell me, I've done about 1,020 reviews, believe it or not. So if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. And it's alright to comment on links to place all my other reviews, or some related ones, such as other biscuit ones, other McVitie's ones. Maybe even some other raspberry ones if I have such a playlist. So yeah, do watch this and click the like and subscribe buttons. Go check those out. I've enjoyed this too. Alright, so that's obviously, so it should be 14 it said. Well, it's a lovely raspberry smell coming from these, I must say. It does smell a bit like raspberry yogurt, I guess. 5, 10, 14, yep, so there we go. Love it. So let's have a look. Oh, so very, yeah, very pink. That's not quite as shocking pink as the wrapper. Looking for the wrapper, it's under here. Or what is suggested on the wrapper. This is more of a shocking pink, this one's more of a, what kind of pink would you say that is? I don't know, rose pink? I'm not sure. I think rose pink might be more shocking pink. I don't know what pink that would be. But I'm sure there's a lighter, I don't know what you'd call it. I'm sure I knew what the shade for lighter pink is, but that's definitely a shocking pink. That's definitely more of a sort of, yeah, a lighter shade, let's put it that way. Interesting. Not an expert on shades of pink, I must say, but there we go. But yeah, still nice though, but definitely less shocking than the wrapper suggests, but still looks okay. Was it a 69-31, I think, ratio here, 7-3 pretty much, but just a bit slightly more of the filling than the chocolate one, 1% apparently according to the wrapper. But let's give it a bit of a measure, see what's going on. About 3.7, 3.8 diameter, roughly, at least in this one. About 1 centimetre tall. The chocolate ones seem to be a bit not very consistent, you know, a bit sloped. These ones look okay, I guess. Yeah, look alright. Not, you know, generally. I think this one here actually might be it's a bit flat on one side, thicker on the other. So, so there is a bit of a quality issue here. You know, when you have McVitie's digestives and other biscuits, they don't tend to be, you know, they all tend to be quite consistent. You know, I've never seen any sloped ones and things, but these ones certainly seem to be have a problem there. I don't know why that is. 8mm there, but here, about 1 centimetre. So something to bear in mind. It's about 2.5 on the chocolate ones, the diameter of the cream. See if we can. About 2.6 maybe in this one. Could vary per biscuit, but it looks to come across about 2.6. So on this biscuit itself, maybe it's varies. Maybe that's where the extra 1% comes from. Yeah, I guess it. Well, yeah. Of cream. About 2.5 more or less there, isn't it? But yeah, all right. Well, there you go. Maybe 1mm more. All right, let's give it a chop. Probably when you chop these, sometimes they can not really chop very well. You can crush the topper, so it doesn't give you a good indication of the layer thicknesses because you push down on the top. But this one, when I did the chocolate one, seemed to work okay. So let's see. There we go. Yeah. All right. This is quite a good one there. So you can see there. That's what not bad. So quite a good yeah, very good there. But does it look like it does on the front? Happy to show you it all. It's definitely not quite as shocking pink, is it? I think that's the main difference. But generally, it looks pretty accurate. I'll just have to pour them out. I mean, that's not bad. Obviously, I've broken the biscuit to the side, so it's you know. Yeah, I think that's not bad. Other than the colour, I think that's not bad. It's just, I mean, maybe it's good that there's not quite such shocking pink colour because it would be a lot more artificial colourings. Maybe, I'm not sure, but are there any artificial colours in it? I don't think it said there's no artificial colourings. I could have been wrong. No, it says caramel, colour caramel. It says there. I don't know what that's about. So I don't know. Can't see any no artificial colours, but so if you're bothered about that, might be a problem with these. But maybe it does make you wonder why they didn't just go all out to make it very, very pink. But there we go, they didn't. Might have missed it there, you know. But yeah, didn't see anything anyway, saying otherwise. But there you go. Look all right, I think. But you can see, yeah, definitely. You know, you might think on the front. You know, there might be a lot more cream to biscuit filling, but it is 69 31 ratio, so and that probably looks about right when you look at this. Yeah, there we go. They look a bit like the Blissfuls. I mentioned the chocolate ones. I think I mentioned this earlier. We can see that basically, you know, they're like the Blissfuls, but they have a sort of like a biscuit topper just to contain it all, and a bit more of a softer cream. These ones are a bit more harder filling. So interesting. You can see it's not so soft. Yeah. All right. Well, let's set myself up. Give them a taste. There's much more to say. So let's do it. Let's give them a taste. Okay then everyone, I'm going to give these new McVitie's Tartlets raspberry flavour, or raspberry flavour McVitie's Tartlets, a taste. Very excited for these ones. You can see them here. Basically a bit like their Blissfuls, but without the sort of biscuit top, and also rather than like a sort of soft cream filling, it's a bit more of a harder cream filling, and in this case raspberry flavoured cream and raspberry yoghurt flavour topper. You see, not quite as pink as it looks like on the wrapper, but nonetheless not too bad. But yeah, right, let's give them a taste. Quite excited for these ones. There's a chocolate one as well that I reviewed separately. Might compare these or mention which one I think is a bit better. So yeah, let's give one a taste. So here we go. Let's do it. The topper and the cream meant to taste raspberry flavoured. It's alright, it's quite a tarty flavour actually, more tart than I would have thought. I know they're called tartlets, but I think that's more the fact they haven't got a cover. And basically that's the general difference in a tart and maybe a pie. The pie has a pastry cover on it and a tart doesn't have a cover of some kind. So quite a tart flavour really. It is quite, you know, I guess, you know, fruits do have a bit of a tartiness to them, so it's not too inaccurate, you might say, but it doesn't come across as raspberry flavoured. Normally if you have like a raspberry flavoured yoghurt, it doesn't really have a tarty flavour, it just sort of tastes like raspberry really. This one, I don't know, I'm just getting more of a tartiness to it, you know. Interesting. Let's give it a dunk. See, got a coffee here, let's that makes any odds. Softens the biscuit, obviously bit it in half before the coffee would soften the centres as well, soften the top a bit, but yeah, I was pretty excited for these ones, but to be honest with you, not too impressed. The raspberry flavour, it's just a bit weird. It's a weird flavour. It's just very tarty, you know. You're not really getting much of a raspberry taste, you're getting much of just more of a tart flavour, you know. I'm saying tart quite a lot, you know. I don't know if that's going to demonetise me, but yeah, that's the way it comes across, you know. It's just not really. It's not the raspberry you're looking for, basically, for sure. You know, the raspberries in another castle, to coin a phrase, perhaps. It's just not. It's not quite right. It's not quite right, and it's a funny one because basically on the ingredients it was saying that the cream's flavoured raspberry, and the toppers are raspberry yogurt, so the whole thing's raspberry, sort of. You know, basically. Whereas in the chocolate one, the bottom layer was just cream, and the top layer was like milk chocolate. The problem with the chocolate one was it wasn't quite one thing or another really. It's still nice, but just not really one thing or another. And this one, I mean, it is basically all raspberry, but it just doesn't. But you know, it's in theory, but in practice, it's not really the taste you're after, I don't think. So yeah, no, we do have a. Let's see if I can just got the cream here. And I can see actually as well. When I've took this off, you can see when it went to the edge, because it's. Didn't notice this for the chocolate one, but maybe it's. Imagine it'd be the same. You can see basically because of the fact it's not straight at the sides, you do get more of the topper than the bottom. Interesting. Yeah, I can tell you it's basically the topper that's the tarty bit. Cream at the bottom probably is a bit more, you know, more subtle basically. It's the yogurty topper that's the problem. Maybe it should have just been all cream in this one, or the, you know, rather than have that topper basically. I think it would have been a bit better. So basically, it would have been a bit like a custard cream sort of, but with rather than custard flavour, would have been raspberry flavour, and I think that would be something that'd be quite interesting. Although there probably is a, you know, an own brand biscuit out there, or you know, one of these random branded biscuits. It's not really a big name in the biscuit industry, and a non-McVitie's one, that kind of thing, that probably does that, like a custard cream, but that's raspberry flavoured. But yeah. Don't know. I can understand what they're trying to do, and you know, it does look a bit more special. I imagine if they just made it a cream one, it would look as nice or be as special. But I'm sure they could work it out. But basically, yeah. Long story short, just not quite right. Basically, yeah. I was expecting more from this one, but I feel for me the chocolate one's a nicer one, even though the chocolate one suffers from the fact that it's not quite one thing or another. But maybe again, have the same problem as this one. If this one was just all cream, would it then have the quality or the look to it that they want? And would there be some, would it be quite right, the product they're after? Maybe they just need to change it in other ways. I feel like that's the problem with it, really. The flavours just aren't quite right, I think the consistency is good, but the flavours just aren't quite right, and not balanced. I mean, in the chocolate one, they weren't balanced in a bad way, where they've worked against each other pretty much, so you got neither one thing or another. And in this one, well, it's just the topper, really. I think the cream's not bad, but the top is just too tarty, so yeah. So for me, these ones, they're okay. I mean, as I mentioned, the chocolate one, sort of the average biscuit is 2 out of 5. This is digestive. Normally with chocolate products, I say the average is 3 out of 5, but with biscuits it's a bit different because there's not really, not many biscuits that are worse than the McVitie's digestive. Not to say they're necessarily bad, but I think they're the most basic biscuit. Well, one of them anyway, Those that are more basic are probably, as I say, a lower rating. These ones obviously more than that because they've got more in them, but they're just not that pleasant, not very interesting, not, they've just not balanced it quite right, and it's just not quite right. So I think for me, it's probably, I don't think I could say it's a 3 out. I think a 3 out of 5 is pretty much your custard creams, your bourbons. No chocolate digestive is some between a 3 and a 3.5 maybe. I think this one, not as good as any of those. So I think for me it's got to be a 2.5 out of 5. Yeah, so a bit of a shame. More towards a 3 than a 2, but yeah, 2.5 out of 5. Alright guys, let me know what you think about this one. Leave a comment or free. Always great to hear from you. Always do the best to reply. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the YouTube member program and Discord server. Links are in the description for those. Check out the videos that appear on screen now. Support my channel by continuing to watch my content. And leave a like and a subscribe. And have a great day. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching guys. Take care. Bye for now. See ya.